Hello, everyone. This is Demia Avery in conjunction with ConnectCapeFear.com. And I'm so excited. We have a great guest here today. His name is Dr. Craig. From a personalized weight loss programs to transformational lifestyle consulting, he's changing lives one success story at a time. Again, it's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Craig.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, it's now your profession. I have a whole bunch of questions to ask,
Sure.
but it's something I'm really interested in as well.
Mhm.
In your profession, is it such like when you see people do these dramatic transformations? How do you feel about that, that you had a hand in that?
It is amazing to see.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing to see. And, my career started out like 32 years ago. I started out as a chiropractor.
Hmm.
And so I did traditional chiropractic for about 12 years. I really got an interest in this field of functional medicine.
Okay.
And so that's how I kind of got into the nutritional part. That brought me into the weight loss part.
Okay.
And we realize nowadays that, because 40 or 50 years ago, people just weren't overweight that
Right.
much.
Right.
It's way more common
More
nowadays.
fast food, more junk.
And
Like
so, yeah, so I realized there was way more of a need for that. And then what I realized is exactly what you said. When you see the transformations, the thing that attracted to me to doing weight loss is that your, obviously your physical health improves
right.
and you feel better about the way you look and the way you feel.
Hmm.
And there's just so many things that get corrected, and then not even mentioning like blood work and your labs and
Right.
how much that improves and being able to get off of certain medications, maybe high blood pressure medications. Like there's just so many things that happen in a positive direction whenever people transform
Yeah.
correctly through a well-structured weight loss protocol.
Now, I just heard you said at first you were a chiropractor.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I actually need both guys. I need the weight loss and the chiropractor. So it's refreshing to hear that once people lose the weight, a lot of the things that they have been suffering from actually goes away. Do you get a lot of people just like, coming back to you like, thank you for helping me with this. Tell me about something that happened may have happened like that.
Well, yeah, and I actually live up in Chesapeake, Virginia,
Okay.
and I work part-time in a practice there.
Hmm.
I have weight loss locations in Raleigh, Cary, Wilmington, and I'm working on Central Pennsylvania
Okay.
currently. But the thing that I love is being able to go visit all the offices. So I'll
Mm.
be in the Wilmington office today. I was in the Raleigh office yesterday, Wednesday, and yeah, you just see so many changes. But one that was really interesting was we had a gal, it was 2, 3 weeks ago. She did the program because she needed to lose the weight in order to get her knee replaced.
Okay.
Well, what happened was she ended up losing the weight and she ended up losing, even like surpassed her goal,
Okay.
and realized that her knee didn't hurt anymore.
See,
So she was able
yeah.
to cancel that. Now, that doesn't mean that she's not going to need it maybe 5 or 10 years down the
Right.
road yet,
But that
but
was a big
it's
issue
just,
for her.
yeah, so much better.
Yeah.
And and as a chiropractor, it's really awesome to see another gal who was more excited about being able to get up and down from her chair
Hmm.
really, really easily with no pain from her back
Yeah.
as a result. But I mean, the other things of just people being able to not have to take medications anymore, that's exciting to me because
Yeah.
we all know that every medication has a side effect, and the
Absolutely.
less of them that you need to be on, the better. And just to be clear, we do not take people off of medications. That's between
Okay.
their primary care and
Yeah.
and them individually. So it's
Nice.
really neat whenever they're able to do that.
Now, are there any special trends? Are there like certain trends out there now that you see, and maybe you all do those specific trends, or just kind of stay away from them?
Well, obviously, I mean, everybody is pretty familiar with the weight loss injections that became popular a couple years ago.
Hmm.
Interestingly enough, I just did a phone consultation this morning at 8:30 before I got here, and it's probably going to be a really cool story in about 3 months.
Okay.
Because this fella works for Nova Nordisk.
Okay.
So they're the ones that produce Wegovy
Mm.
and the injection.
Yeah.
And he and his wife actually are able to get it for free.
Mm.
He did it for 8 months, he and his wife. They lost some weight. But he discontinued a couple months ago just because he hated the way he felt. Also, he realized that while he was losing weight,
Mm-hmm.
his shape was not changing at all. So, and the reason is we talk about Wegovy or Ozempic face, Ozempic butt,
Yeah.
all these things because you're actually losing so much muscle during that process,
Yeah.
with that. And I can break down the whole reasons why and how the interactions work and why it causes that to happen. But the guy was so disappointed for two reasons. Number one is he was like, I felt like, I'm getting smaller and weaker and I don't look any better.
And see, is that worth it? I mean, you're smaller, but everything else is wrong.
And he said the other thing that this is probably the first time I'd heard anybody put it this way because I consult with people every day who either did the shots, want to come off the shots. And he goes, I can't tell you how frustrating it is when you want to go out to dinner with your family and you're excited to share a meal with them and you take 2 bites of your meal and you're sick and you can't even eat. And he said, why would I want to,
Yeah.
I mean,
enjoy yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the trend that we see. And we realize that we are the exact opposite of that. So we have no medications and therefore we don't have the side effects.
Well, tell us more about the services because if it's the opposite,
Yeah.
We want to hear about that then. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. So as you know, I've worked in the weight loss industry for going on 15 years now.
Okay.
Like I said, I did my first 12 or 15 years in chiropractic and kind of transitioned into that. And so I've taken people through pretty much everything. Like I remember when, the keto diet first came out and we worked with folks on keto. And unfortunately, we found that, people did lose weight. Really, really impossible to sustain a ketogenic diet long term.
Right.
I'm not even sure if it's healthy to sustain it long term, maybe.
Yeah. I want
it's
to
really
ask
difficult.
You about that. Yeah.
Really difficult. And so we had so many people gain weight back so quickly after they lost it with keto.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you had ever heard of it was pretty darn popular, literally from like the 70s into the 2000s. But it was the HCG diet. Did you ever?
I feel like I've heard it, but I don't know what it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So we were taking folks through that about 12, 13 years ago, 10 years ago. HCG it's called the pregnancy hormone.
Okay.
Okay. The technical term of it is human chorionic gonadotropin. Okay. That's the hormone that is prevalent whenever you're actually pregnant. The rest of the time, your body has very minimal amounts of that.
Okay.
And so, but what they found was if you're able to take these HCG, either injections or you could do drops under the tongue, it was an amazing appetite suppressant and you lost weight really, really quickly with that. And it was kind of considered natural because it's not a drug.
Right.
And people did well. But also the same thing would happen. Like you can't do that forever.
Yeah.
And then the weight came back. So the frustration over the years of taking people through different programs, but then not knowing what to do long term after that was, it's because, was there any benefit in losing 35 pounds to gain it back 3 months later?
Right.
I don't think there was any benefit.
For a small at the time, temporary.
You might look good at a wedding or on a cruise or whatever, but you didn't do yourself any favors, right? Ultimately, maybe it's worse for you, for your metabolism to do that. You know what I mean? So 3.5 years ago, I got access to the process that we do now, which we're now in 72 cities nationwide with what we do.
Okay.
So Um, we began 9.5 years ago. We actually have our own blend of peptides. So,
Okay.
or was created for our company 9.5 years ago. So, I know a lot of people aren't familiar with what the heck a peptide is. It's simply a blend of amino acids, naturally occurring amino acids,
Hmm.
combined with B vitamin.
Okay.
And so, this particular blend that we have, and I don't want to get too
Right,
technical
right,
on how
right.
stuff works, but this particular blend is really designed to help get your body into fat burning mode.
Okay.
So we actually want to bring down the body's insulin levels.
Okay.
So everybody thinks of insulin as
I was gonna
a
as a
diabetic,
diabetic thing. Yeah.
or it brings down your blood sugar,
Hmm.
which it does. Unfortunately, what people don't realize is there's only one way to get fat, and that's through hormones.
Hmm.
There's only three hormones that will cause your body to store fat. And insulin is the number one fat storing hormone in the body.
Hmm.
So, and that's the whole thing with we hear about this term insulin resistance.
Right,
Right,
right.
right, right. So that's exactly what we want to be the opposite of. So we have a very specific approved food list that we utilize. So we'll guide you through it. Like it's easy. It's a huge variety of lean meats and fruits and veggies.
Hmm.
So we're not doing the keto thing or the Atkins, right? We have plenty of carbs.
Okay.
We just take out a few things that like grapes, bananas, pineapples, peas, carrots. They spike the blood sugars more than the other fruits and veggies.
Right.
So just while we're taking the weight off, we take those out of the diet.
Hmm.
And so again, huge variety of other lean meats, fruits, and veggies. There's plenty of stuff. We make it very fun and keep it interesting.
Yeah.
With the spices, condiments, salad dressings, everything that we do. But our approved food list helps to bring insulin down. The amino acids that we use, they help to bring insulin down.
Okay.
And then we have certified health coaches that work with folks one-on-one on more specific foods, portion sizes, intermittent fasting, like how to do that properly for the individual.
Okay.
And when we put those three things together, we literally bring insulin down in 7 to 10 days,
Mm.
enough that your body automatically produces this other hormone. It's called glucagon. And glucagon is the hormone that gets your fat cells to release their contents, and we're burning that for fuel.
Well, I need a whole bunch of glucagon.
Right, right. Yeah,
That's
yeah. I wish we
interesting.
could just fire glucagon in there. We'd lose weight like crazy,
Oh,
but it does
yeah.
not. The body has to do it properly
Okay.
to balance, right? And so yeah, that's why I was saying we're the exact opposite, because we want insulin down. We want to get the body into fat burning mode.
Hmm.
And at that point, with females, we average half a pound of fat loss per day.
Wow.
So it does come off quickly. So you can imagine, 15 to 20 pounds a month,
Yeah.
but we're losing it in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Like that to me is what gets me excited when I wake up in the morning,
I'm
because
sure.
we're not losing muscle, we're losing fat. And then what was really cool is, so let's just say somebody needs to lose 40 pounds, and let's say we were able to do that in 90 days,
Hmm.
pretty common. Once we get to that point, we get to the goal, we no longer need the peptides, the amino acids.
Okay.
So we take those away. It's all real food, and we spend 2 more months working with folks on exactly what to do, like how to do it to keep the weight off.
Now,
Right. So
with
that's
the diet thing, because do you all deal with different diets? Like, what if somebody's a vegan?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We actually have a whole separate vegan protocol that we take them through.
Okay.
So we have all of the recipes and the whole process. So like
Nice.
with every one of our all of the stuff, the programs, we have, I think we have over 120 recipes now on our portal.
Hmm.
Um, and here in Wilmington, it was pretty neat. Because as you know, like for whatever reason, there's a lot of people from New York that moved to
Yeah.
Wilmington.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we had a couple, it was last year, that did our program in Wilmington, moved down from New York City, both full-blooded Italians. and they said that our bolognese sauce, our recipe was the best bolognese sauce they've
Yeah.
ever tasted. Now that's a home run,
Right.
because
Yeah.
it's the healthiest bolognese sauce they've ever
Right.
tasted as well. So yeah, we've got just literally over 100 recipes that fit into our protocol. They taste fantastic. Our shrimp scampi's unbelievable. I love the butternut squash chili that we
Oh,
have.
I've never done that.
My wife and I take it to football parties,
Yeah.
and people go crazy over it. They have no idea that they're actually eating the healthiest chili they've
Yeah.
ever had, right?
Very
So
good.
very important, because if this is going to be sustainable,
Hmm.
like, you got to know how to make the food taste good, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be easy to make. And then the other neat thing, like that 2 months where we're working together to show you how to keep it off,
Hmm.
it's called maintenance.
Right.
And once you're done with that, you only have to get it right 70% of the time, and the weight will still stay
Okay.
off.
Hmm.
So that means, like, be good Monday through Thursday,
Right.
right?
Right.
Like, you got leeway on the weekends, you can do vacations, holidays.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh my God, once I do this, I have to be perfect every day for the rest of my life.
Nice.
You do not.
Right.
So, yeah, it's really sustainable. So.
Now, what do you find like with the clients that you have? What are some of the biggest challenges that you think that some of them have?
Well, number one, and for whatever reason, just over 80% of our offices are female.
Okay.
Right now, I was trying to look at some of the numbers, just like, just taking a sliver and looking at it, but it's like over 95% of those are over the age of 45.
Mm.
And
Hmm.
so we're extremely used to working with menopause. And
Okay.
so the challenges that they're worried about are, hey, I'm hit menopause, and this is when the weight came on. And, so will this program still work?
Right.
That's the number one challenge that we face. It is crazy because, and again, I don't want to go too deep, but
Yeah.
when we reset the metabolism,
Hmm.
it does wonderful things for the rest of the hormones, like your reproductive hormones, your estrogens, progesterones, testosterones,
Nice.
all of that. So things really start to balance,
Yeah.
and when you bring down inflammation, which our program does, because we're naturally gluten, dairy, and soy free, we bring down
Nice.
inflammation quite a bit too. And now your hormones can communicate better.
Love that. Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Now, if I were coming in and I wanted my first consultation,
Mhm.
what is that usually like for a person that's just coming in?
So we set aside a full hour.
Hmm.
There's no charge for it.
Okay.
The first thing that we do is, in our office, we have this really unique scale that has the ability to measure your whole body composition.
Okay.
And what's nice about that is, like, sometimes folks come in and they're 65,
Mm.
and the only thing they know is that, they weighed 112 in high school
Mm.
50 years ago.
Right. Right.
So when they're trying to figure out their target weight, they're like, I don't know what I should weigh, actually.
Yeah.
And so we're able to do the device that measures our whole body composition. We can see how much your muscles weigh, how many pounds of fat you have, hydration levels, visceral fat. We measure it all.
Yeah.
And that way we can arrive at a really good goal. So we do that on the first visit.
Hmm.
Then we lay out the whole entire process. And then from there, you get to decide if this program makes sense. And
Hmm.
again, it's totally a free consultation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Now we love that, don't we?
Hmm.
So we can get some information and decide
Hmm.
without feeling pressured in a way,
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
awesome. That is
absolutely.
awesome. Now, reading on the website, I guess you guys take more of a holistic approach to things. Would you say that?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everything that we do is all natural. We use no hormones. We don't use no stimulants. We use no medications.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you find that people are surprised when you tell them that, or they already know that when they coming in?
Most folks know that when they're coming in,
Hmm.
but I think the thing that they're surprised about is that the process actually works faster than, like, the shots or the medications.
Hmm.
Like, phentermine was a popular weight loss medication. It
Oh
still has
yeah.
some, but I mean, you're looking at losing 4 or 5 pounds a month, and it'll probably plateau after a few months,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And like I said, with the injections, their goal is to lose 10% of your body weight in in 40 weeks. So that's almost 10 months. And if you weigh 200 pounds, that's 20 pounds. So you're going to lose 20 pounds. Is that exciting to anybody?
Not to me.
Not to me.
I'm like,
no.
yeah.
Like that would be frustrating to me.
Yeah.
So, like I said, with us, in 7 to 10 days, you're in fat burning mode, and we're losing 15 pounds a month on average. So,
love it.
Yeah.
Love it. That's got to be exciting for someone out there. Right, that has to be exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, are there any misconceptions about weight loss or weight loss programs that you think of?
Well, number one that jumps to mind is because when people hear that, they automatically, there's been this misconception out there, which isn't totally wrong. But it's like you don't want to lose weight too fast or else you're going to gain it back. Okay, that's a thing that we hear a lot. Like, okay, so your program works that fast, but does that mean that I'm just going to gain it back? So if you go into, say, starvation mode, like you want to lose weight through like just starvation, right? Your body has an easier time using muscle for fuel. It's easier to get to. Okay. So you will lose weight quickly, but you're going to lose as much muscle as you lose fat. Like it's going to be a 50-50 balance. Right. And that is unhealthy to do. So we don't want to lose weight that way. And that's the reason that we do the device that measures your body composition. So we do that every 2 weeks, and we can literally see that you're not just losing weight, you're losing fat. And if you do that, you don't have to worry about the rebound, because you've lost it properly, and then we ease you into maintenance and show you how to make it permanent.
Got it.
So that's the number one misconception that we see, is that don't lose it too fast or it will come back.
Yeah.
I want to lose it as fast as my body will release it,
exactly.
as long as it's healthy.
Exactly. And you know what? There's another, I don't know if it's a misconception or just something that people have always said. If some people are scared to lose weight really fast because they're scared that they're going to get all this sagging.
Yeah. So there will be a little bit of that for a period of time, but also your body is very resilient, and the skin will catch up.
Yeah.
It may not catch up 100%. Like if you've lost 150 pounds, and and you had that to lose, like there's bound to be some of that. But yeah, so your body is very resilient, though. The majority of the skin will rebound and come back.
Do you do you enforce like exercising, or is that just like an optional thing? Do people?
So if folks are exercising whenever they get to us, which is common, our health coaches are automatically going to adjust their portion sizes to offset, on their workout days. If they're not, we don't want them to start. We want them to actually get their health metabolically working first. And then maybe 30 days in, we get into some walking. And then maybe 60 days, we get into a little bit more stuff. So we encourage them because everybody knows it's a healthy thing to do. But if you want to lose weight, exercise, truthfully, is not the best route. It's controlling what you put in your mouth is 80% of the battle.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Now, going back to your services, do you all have any specials coming up or have anything going on right now?
We've been doing it for the last 3 years. We do an end of the year sale. So it's literally 20% off of our programs. And what's cool about it is we realized, like, some people may not want to start until December 26th or January 2nd or whatever. So you have the flexibility. You can wait till then, but if you take advantage of it now, you get that, you get the discount. And also, like, the real reason we did it was we wanted to have folks ready to go whenever they're ready to start. Because everybody has their New Year's resolutions, but they get to New Year's and they're like, well, okay, that was what I said I was going to do, but I don't have a plan. So that now we've got a plan in place and we are ready to hit the ground running.
Love it. Do you have different payment options available?
We do. Yeah, we do. So, our programs, there's different lengths of the programs that we do. So there's a range. And like it's a one-time fee. It literally includes everything that we do. Even the maintenance. And then that can be broken up into payments. Sometimes it's 24 months. Like
Mm.
it's like, $50. So
Awesome.
yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody can afford it. Yeah.
Love it. Love
Mhm.
it. Okay. So if I or anyone else that's watching, if they're interested in your services, where do they go? How do they get the information?
Yeah, the easiest thing is simply, we really took our time figuring out the name of the practice. So it's Wilmington Weight Loss,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So all you gotta do is just go to wilmingtonweightloss.com.
Uh-huh.
There's a ton of information on there, and you can really easily schedule. You can actually schedule the free consult,
Okay.
or you can schedule just a free 15-minute phone call with me or my partner or one of our folks. My partner and I do 99% of those phone calls.
Nice.
It's a 15-minute phone call just to find out more, answer all your questions.
Yeah.
We'll cover everything about the process. So
Awesome.
that's a really easy way to do it from your drive to work or from home, whatever. So
Awesome.
mhm.
Well, look, guys, that's all that we have with Dr. Craig. When we get finished with this, I'm going to actually apply, get the service. We're going to make sure that we have all of his information below and just go ahead and hit that link, and it'll take you right to the website. Make sure you get in touch with him for a consultation, phone call, whatever you need to do. And guess what, guys? We're out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.